Hello students, good morning all of you. Up to last class we discussed functional group isomerism and ring chain isomerism. Okay, so the remaining and last type of structural isomerism, that is a metamerism. Okay, so here what is the metamerism? Here the again same functional group and same molecular formula, but different nature of alkyl groups. Okay, you can see here definition. Different nature of alkyl groups on both sides of the bivalent functional group. Okay, the bivalent functional group. For suppose here OH alcohol is a monovalent, aldehyde is a monovalent, carboxylic acid is a monovalent, ester is a monovalent, amide is a monovalent, acid halides are the monovalent, and the cyanide is the monovalent, and the NH2 is the monovalent. Okay, that means here these functional groups form one more bond only, but here either is a bivalent functional group. Okay, and ester is a bivalent functional group, and ketone is a bivalent functional group. Okay, and next secondary amine is a bivalent functional group. Secondary amine is a bivalent. Ester is a bivalent. Ketone is a bivalent, and either is a bivalent. So here about these bivalent functional groups, here we can see different nature of alkyl groups from one isomer to another isomer. Okay, so see this one example. Okay, they are the bivalent. These functional groups form two more bonds with other alkyl groups. Here these are the monovalents. Okay, about the monovalent we cannot see the metamerism. Just about the bivalent functional groups we can observe the metamerism. Or amides also, acid amides also bivalent functional groups. Okay, so here let us see some examples. Okay, first suppose first in ethers, first in ethers. Here CH3, O, CH2, CH2, CH3. And now CH3, CH2 oxygen, CH2, CH. Here in this case, on both sides, one is the propyl, one is the methyl. Now one is the ethyl, other one is the ethyl. Here the point is from one isomer to other isomer, different nature of alkyls. Here of course same alkyl groups, ethyl and ethyl. Okay, here ethyl, ethyl, same alkyl groups, but from this compound to this compound, different alkyl groups. Here propyl, here ethyl, here methyl, here ethyl. So one compound to other compound, there is a difference in the nature of the alkyl groups. So these are the metamers. So these are the metamers. Okay, for suppose see this one here. For suppose CH3, CH2 oxygen, CH2. Okay, here for suppose CH3, CH3 oxygen, CH2, CH. Here in this case, what is the relation between these two? Okay, what is the relation between these two? Here methyl, here ethyl. Here ethyl, here methyl. But these two are the equal. Why? Because on the both side, one is the ethyl, one is the methyl. Here on both side, one is the ethyl, one is the methyl. So here these compounds are the same, not metamers. That means here these two are the identical. Okay. So next, you can see this one. CH3, O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Now CH3O, CH, CH3, CH. Here in this case, these are not the metamers. These are not the metamers. Why? Because here there is a propyl and methyl. In this case, isopropyl and methyl. From one compound to other compound, there is no different nature of alkyl groups on both sides. Okay? There is no different nature of alkyl groups on the both sides. Here methyl, here also methyl remains. But in this case, this is the propyl and this is the isopropyl. These are not the metamers. Okay? From one isomer to other isomer, if both alkyl groups are changed, then those are considered as a metamers. Okay? So in this case, methyl, here propyl. Here methyl, isopropyl. This alkyl group is changed, but this alkyl group remains same. So these are not metamers. Then what is the relation between these two isomers? Here in this case, 1, 2, 3. That means 1 methoxypropane. 1 methoxypropane. Now 1, 2, 3. Here 2 methoxypropane. 2 methoxypropane. Okay, 2 methoxypropane. So here the position of the methoxy group 1, here position of the methoxy group is 2. So these two are the positional isomers, not metamers. Those two are the positional isomers, not metamers. Okay, next in amines, same CH3, CH2, NH, CH2, CH3. Now CH3, NH. Here CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, this is the A, this is the B, and this is. And now CH3, NH, CH3, and CH. Now here, let us give the relation between AB. What is the relation between AB? Here on both sides, ethyl, ethyl. In this case, propyl, ethyl. From this compound to this compound, different. Ethyl, propyl, ethyl, ethyl. Okay, this is diethyl amine. It is a propyl methyl amine. So here these are the metamers. Okay, on both sides, different nature of the alkyls. Now coming to this one, AC. AC. Here ethyl, ethyl. In this case, methyl and isopropyl. So from this compound to this compound, a different nature of alkyl groups from both sides. Okay, the methyl, here ethyl, ethyl and isopropyl. So completely changed in the nature of the alkyl groups from one compound to other compound. Again, these are the metamers. Now, what is the relation between BC? What is the relation between BC? Here we can see on this side methyl, on this side methyl. So these are not the metamers. They do not differ in the nature of the alkyl groups from one compound to other compound. One alkyl group remains same, methyl and methyl. But structure of the other alkyl group is changed. Here in this case, propyl, here in this case, isopropyl. Now here what is the name? 1, 2, 3. That means here, the IUPAC name of this one, N-methyl propane, propane 1-amine. N-methyl propane 1-amine. Now here, what is the name of this one? N-methyl propane 2-amine. That means these two are the positional isomers. N-methyl is the common, but here propane 1-amine, here propane 2-amine. The position of that NH2 functional group is NH functional group is different. So that's why here BC are the positional isomers. Okay, that's it. And in case of the ketones also. Okay, in case of the ketones. Here in this case, these two are the metamers. Okay, these two are the metamers. Here ethyl, ethyl. Here in this case methyl, propyl. Okay, these two are the metamers. Here actually 3-pentanone and here 2-pentanone. Different nature of alkyls. Okay, here these are the metamers as well as positional isomers. Metamers as well as positional isomers. Okay, for the ketones we can say these are the metamers as well as the positional isomers. Okay. If it is a more than one answer, we can give the both options metamers and positional isomers. If it is a single answer, just consider the metamers, not positional isomers. Okay. If it is a single answer question, we can give the metamers only. That's it. That means here metamerism is some gets some high priority than the positional isomerism for the ketones only. Okay. That's it. And similarly, we can apply for all compounds. Okay. So first write down this one. Yeah. Here we can see some more examples for the metamers. Okay. Yes. In esters actually. Esters also bivalent functional groups. So those can exhibit the metamerism. Okay. So on this side methyl, on this side ethyl. Okay, here on this side ethyl, on this side methyl. So actually what are the alkyl groups? Methyl ethyl, here in this case ethyl methyl. So generally alkyl groups are same. Okay, alkyl groups are same, but here their bonding is different. Their bonding is different. Here this ethyl is bonding to the oxygen, here ethyl is bonding to the carbon. Okay, here see this one, this is the functional group. So then here nature of the alkyl group same. Generally alkyl groups are same. The name of the alkyl group same. But here these two are the completely different. For suppose if you apply this one, okay, CH3 oxygen, CH2, CH3 and CH3, CH2 oxygen, CH. These two are the identical. These two are identical. Why? Because here these two alkyl groups are bonding to the same oxygen atom. Okay, ethyl methyl either, ethyl methyl either. But here this ethyl is bonding to the oxygen, here ethyl is bonding to the carbon. It is a ethyl ethanoate. It is a methyl propanoate. Okay, ethyl ethanoate, here is methyl propanoate. These two are the different. Okay, because bonding atoms are different. So here we can consider these are the metamers. Okay, now here again coming to this one. This is the ester, this is also ester. Here methyl, in this case hydrogen, ethyl. So totally different, same molecular formula, different nature on both sides. So these are also metamers. Okay, you can take here hydrogen also actually. Okay, different nature from one compound to other compound. It is ester, ethyl methanoate. Now here coming to this one. Here these two compounds have the same molecular formula. It is a ester, but it is a carboxylic acid. Here we can see in this case, if a hydrogen attached to the carbon, still it is a ester. If the hydrogen attached to the oxygen, it becomes an acid. So these are the functional group isomers, not metamers. Okay, you have to observe very carefully. Okay, it is ester, different nature, so metamers. But here this ester, this is a carboxylic acid. So consider functional group. For the metamerism, functional groups must be same. Okay, that's it. They are the functional group isomers. As a carboxylic acid, it becomes a carboxylic acid. Okay, it does not become into carboxylic acid or into aldehyde. Still, it is a ester. Its name is ethyl formate or ethyl methanoate. Okay, now this one. Cyclohexyl group, this is the phenyl group. Again, cyclohexyl is phenyl. But the bonding is different. These two are completely different compounds. It is a cyclohexyl benzoate, phenyl cyclohexane carboxylate. Okay, its name is different. Cyclohexyl benzoate, phenyl cyclohexane carboxylate. Okay, different. So these are the metamers. Okay, next, anhydrides also exhibit the metamerism. It is a bivalent functional group. It is a ethyl. It is a benzyl. This group is a benzyl. This group is a ethyl. Now coming to this one, it is a phenyl. It is a propyl. So different nature. So metamers. So metamers. Okay. Here again you can see the bonding atoms are different on both sides, different. Not like esters. One is the carbon, one is the carbon, one is the oxygen. Okay. That's it. Now this one, sulfonates also exhibit the metamerism because it's a bivalent functional group. This side phenyl, this side is this is generally known as 4-methyl phenyl or para-toluene. Actually here, if there is a methyl, that is toluene. That is toluene. As a substituent, it is named as a toluene. This is a substituent. And methyl on the para position, so para-toluene. If it is a meta position, meta-toluene. Okay. Now here, this para-toluene attached to the oxygen, here para-toluene attached to the sulfur. So here, these are also metamers. Now here, secondary amides. Okay, these are the secondary amides. Secondary amides means generally amides are the monovalent. Primary amides are monovalent. Primary amides are monovalent. But secondary amides are the bivalent. Secondary amides are the bivalent. Okay, that's it. So here this is the ethyl methyl. Here ethyl methyl. N ethyl ethanoate. N methyl, sorry, N ethyl ethanamide. N methyl propanamide. Okay, so these are also metamers. Okay, here it needs nomenclature also. That's why I have included nomenclature for this weekend exam. Okay, next in this case, these two are the ethers. This side ethyl. Okay, this is the phenyl. Here methyl, this is the paratoluene. So these are the metamers. Okay, now we get again here ethyl, paratoluene, methyl, and different alkyl group. So again these are the metamers. That's it. Okay, so those are some examples of the metamers. Okay, so stop the video and write down. Here the one more point. Actually here this second tertiary, I am taking tertiary amide. The CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. And here CH3. Okay, here CH3, CH2N, here CH3, CH2, CH3. Now here in this case, actually tertiary amide. On main chapter generally we are saying about the bivalent function. Now here, if you fix this methyl, it becomes a bivalent. Okay, if you fix this methyl, it is a bivalent. So about the NCH3 bivalent functional group, here the change in nature of the alkyl groups is a propyl methyl, here ethyl, ethyl. So then we can consider these as metamers. You can consider as a metamers. Okay, is it clear? Here in this case, NCH3CH3, just it is taken as a fixed bivalent functional group, NCH3. So on both sides, different nature of alkyl groups. So we can consider these are also as metamers. Okay, and in case of the tertiary amides also, CH3, C double bond O, N, CH3, here CH2, CH3, now CH3, CH2, C double bond O, N, CH3 and CH3. Here now let us consider this one as a bivalent. Actual tertiary amide. You have to fix one alkyl group. Okay, then we can change the different. That means we can change the structure of the alkyl groups. Okay, that's it. Actually, if three alkyl groups are different, those are also considered as a metamers. Okay, not only bivalent functional group, that means polyvalent functional group and cheppochu. Okay, not only two alkyl groups, two or more than two. If alkyl group structure of the alkyl groups changed, then those are the metamers. But those alkyl groups must be two or more than two. Okay, now these are considered as the metamers. Here ethyl, here methyl, here methyl, ethyl. Okay, this is N ethyl, this is N methyl. These are also metamers. These are also metamers. Okay, that's it. Okay, write down. But suppose here in this case, just stop the video and write down. Okay. Next here, these are also considered as a metamers. CH3, CH2, N, CH2, CH2, CH. Now here I am writing CH, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Now CH3N, this one, CH3N, CH, CH3, now CH2, okay, CH2, 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 CH3, this one. Okay, different nature of alkyls. Here propyl, isopropyl, ethyl, methyl. Here pentyl, here butyl. So one compound to other compound, completely different nature of alkyl. So we can consider these as metamers. Okay, not only bivalent functional group, we can consider generally, exceptionally tertiary, that means trivalent functional group also. Okay, generally we are seeing in books, just only consider the bivalent functional groups, but we can we can say the metamers about the trivalent functional groups also. Okay, that means tertiary amine and tertiary amide. Okay, even here in this case, one alkyl group is same, then we can consider it as a metamers. If not like that, if all alkyl groups are changed, those are also considered as a metamers. Okay, but at least two alkyl groups must be changed about the bivalent functional group object. So here saying two alkyl groups, it means bivalent. Okay, or maybe three alkyl groups about the trivalent functional group. Okay, that's it. That is about the metamers.